Although there are more than 20 countries that border the Mediterranean Sea, in this video, Ryan and Shirley's going to tell us the top 10 places to visit in the Mediterranean. So without further ado, guys, let's dive in.
What's up, guys? My name is Ryan, and I've spent the last few years exploring the Mediterranean, and I want to show you some of my favorite places. So here's my Mediterranean top 10.
He said years too.
The Mediterranean is home to some of the world's most beautiful destinations. From the cliffs of Zakynthos to the beauty of the Amalfi coast, the Mediterranean is a destination
that's a
needs
fortress
to be
right there.
Experienced. Let's start this video off in the Italian island of Sardinia. Now, with some of Europe's best coastline, pristine beaches, and the clearest water you've ever seen, Sardinia is the place to be. I just got back from exploring Sardinia, and it didn't let me down. It's the second largest island in the Mediterranean, and there's just so much going on there. One
Looks
of the
like a
most
dinosaur.
impressive places on Sardinia is the Bounai coast. It's 40 kilometers of coastline that's made up of massive limestone cliffs and secluded beaches. The Bounai coast isn't the easiest place to reach. Most places require a hike or a boat ride. When I was there, we rented a boat in Cala Gonone and jetted off to explore the coast. The main reason I wanted to go to Sardinia was to visit Cala Golorizze. I think it's easily one of the most beautiful beaches in all of Italy. It has these massive pointy rock formations coupled with green cliffs and Gatorade blue water. We anchored
Gatorade blue water. Now I'm wondering, when he always rents these boats, do you have to show some form of like identification that you know how to drive these boats? I know there's a time when I was out and I had to actually take a course and stuff to be able to get a license to just be able to rent the boat. I wonder if you can just rent them in general out here.
and immediately went for a swim. I mean, the visibility was absolutely incredible. It's some of the best I've ever swam in. Another reason I wanted to go to Cala Golorizze is because there's a sea arch where you can cliff jump. I sent a few jumps off and it was just so much fun. I mean, there's no better feeling than sending a gainer into the ocean. We spent several hours there and just had the time of our lives. There's also other cool beaches you can visit on the Bounai coast, such as Cala Marialu. I mean, there's just so much to do and see in Sardinia. I hope you can all visit one day. Now, after Sardinia, let's head over to the Amalfi coast. I have to say this is one of the most beautiful places, not just in Italy, but all of Europe. The Amalfi.
I couldn't imagine just having that basically in your backyard. Like there's a steep cliff. That's got to be kind of scary. You know what I mean? Like especially if you have children and they just, I don't know, you can't even go in the backyard.
The coast is located in southern Italy, about a 3-hour drive from Rome. It's just hard to believe this place exists. Now, one of the most well-known towns on the Amalfi coast is Positano. I mean, when you see this place in real life, you won't believe it. It's hard to beat the backdrop of the mountains filled with colorful villas against the Mediterranean Sea filled with boats and yachts. If you can handle the skinny roads, I definitely recommend just driving along the whole entire coastline and seeing all the beautiful towns. One notable place on the coast is the city of Atrani. It's one of the best preserved medieval towns on the Amalfi coast. If you want a more adventurous activity, you can take a hike on the Path of the Gods. It's about a 6-kilometer trail that takes you above the cliffs of the coast. You'll be able to get some of the most jaw-dropping views. I mean, just unreal. One of my personal favorite places on the Amalfi coast is Fiordo di Furore. This is easily one of the most scenic beaches I've ever been to. It's located in this little fjord complemented with an incredible arch bridge. I mean, it's a paradise for cliff jumping. There's so many places you can jump from. The best time to visit the Amalfi coast would be around May or early fall. You'll be able to miss the summer crowds while still enjoying the warm Mediterranean weather. Now, just off the Amalfi coast, there's an incredible island called Capri. I think it's easily one of the most beautiful islands in the world. I mean, it's a classic Mediterranean island surrounded by crystal clear water and sheer
Jump
cliffs.
from that high.
If you do go to Capri, I definitely recommend renting a boat. That'll be the best way you can see the island and find its hidden grottos and jaw-dropping coastline. One of my favorite features of Capri is the Faraglioni. They are these incredible sea stacks that jut right out of the sea, and I just had such a good time jumping off the boat there and marveling at the Faraglioni. Another incredible spot on
so
the
many
island
arches
is
out
Monte
here.
Solaro. It's the highest point on Capri, and you can take a chairlift to the top. You can do some little hikes up there, and you get some incredible panoramic views of the whole island, and I couldn't recommend it enough. Now, afterwards, we're going to visit another Italian island called Ponza. Now, before the summer, I had no idea this island existed, but after seeing some videos of this place, I had to go see it in person. It's located off the west coast of Italy, and it took about a 2-hour ferry ride to get there. Now, Ponza is full of history. It was a popular island during Roman times, with many ruins and tunnels that still exist today.
Yeah, look at all these tunnels and arches. So these look like they were dug out, obviously. But I wonder if that's where they would store, like war equipment, or I don't know. Maybe there's even paths to go in there and go up into the actual
It's
island.
a popular island for Italians and Europeans. Now, just like Capri, one of the best ways to see Ponza is by boat. We rented one and cruised around the whole island. I was just baffled by the volcanic cliffs and endless coves and grottos. One of my favorite memories of the island was just anchoring in this little cove and spending hours there swimming and enjoying the Mediterranean sun. It's just hard to beat that lifestyle. Anyways, one of the most famous places on the island is Chaya di Luna Beach. It's known for its massive white cliffs and a beach shaped like the crescent moon. You can get there by boat, or there is an ancient Roman tunnel you can walk through. I just can't believe how big the cliffs are.
Wow, so
It
they
reminded
do.
me of a mini Zakynthos, Greece. Now, another fun thing we did there
do
was a
carve 'em
hike
out.
on the northern part of the island. We got on a ridge and were able to see all of Ponza. The island just has so much charm. Another really cool place to visit in Ponza is the harbor. It's a great place to walk around and get something to eat. I mean, Ponza is such an enjoyable island. You gotta check out. Now, after Italy, we're gonna go visit Croatia. Now, I have
Yeah.
to say, Croatia is one of the most beautiful and underrated countries in Europe. It's home to a dreamy Mediterranean coastline, tons of islands, and beautiful towns. One of my favorite places in Croatia is Dubrovnik. It's one of the most popular medieval towns in all of Europe. The history of Dubrovnik
Really?
dates all the way back to the 7th century when it was founded by refugees. Now, one of the most notable features of Dubrovnik are the walls that surround the city. They're almost 2 kilometers in length and are anywhere from 4 to 6 meters thick, and it was used to protect the city throughout history. The unique look of the city has made it a popular film location for series such as Game of Thrones. After Croatia, we're going to head over to Greece to visit one of my favorite places, Zakynthos. Now, it's one of the most stunning
What was that
locations
boat?
I've ever been to. The most famous place in Zakynthos is Shipwreck Beach. Back in the 1980s, a cargo ship from Turkey was carrying illegal contraband, and the Greece Navy crashed them into this cove. Over the years, the sand has built up around the ship, and it's created one of the most visually stunning locations in the world. The beach is only
They just
accessible
left it
by
there?
boat,
That's
so
interesting.
when I was there, I went on a boat tour for about $20 and headed to the beach. I was just baffled by the size of the cliff walls. I've never seen anything like it. After checking out the beach, I decided to get a view from the cliffs
Oh
above.
boy. He's gonna jump. Should he jump from that high? You're automatically DED if you jump that from that high.
The
Automatically.
view on top is just as good, if not better. I mean, there's just no other place like it in the world. While we're still in Greece, we're going to go visit the island of Santorini.
This
may
is the
be
famous
Greece's
one.
most popular destination. I went here a few summers ago, and it lived up to its hype. One of the most famous places on Santorini is Aya. When you think of Greece, this is it. White houses, blue roofs, and an insane backdrop. I went there early in the morning and had the most incredible sunrise ever. Another town on Santorini is Thera. It's this little town that's built on the rim of a volcano. A really cool
what?
beach on the island is Red Beach. It's famous for its maroon colored sand and red cliffs that make you feel like you're on Mars. After, we're going to visit the Mediterranean coast of Turkey. It's full of massive green mountains that line its picturesque coastline. One stunning place on the coastline is Deniz. It's home to this blue lagoon and super long beach, and it's one of the best places in Turkey to go paragliding. Now, just 16 minutes drive from Deniz, you can reach the Butterfly Valley. It's this scenic beach that is surrounded by steep cliffs. It reminds me a lot of Shipwreck Beach in Zakynthos, Greece. Now, the
That makes
best way
sense.
to get there is by a boat ride from Deniz, or if you're a hiker, you can make the trek down. Another beautiful place on the coast is Bodrum. It's a picturesque port city full of dock ships. One of my favorite features of the city is the Bodrum Castle. It was built by the Knights of Hospitaller in the 15th century. Today, it's a museum for underwater archaeology. After, we're going to head over to France to visit the French Riviera. Now, located on the southeast corner of France, it's the perfect contrast between mountains and the Mediterranean Ocean. One stunning city on the French Riviera is Menton. It's a stunning coastal city sandwiched between Monaco and the Italian border. I just love its ports with the backdrop of the Green Mountains. And compared to other popular cities on the Riviera, such as Nice or Cannes, this one's not as crowded. So it's a perfect place to visit.
That's
to
good.
escape
Not
the
as
crowds.
crowded.
Now,
It's
if you're
my
looking for
favorite.
some medieval vibes, you can visit the nearby hilltop village of Ez. The village dates back to the 1300s, and when you explore the city, you'll feel like you're going back in time. You can hike to the summit on the town with a fortress on top, and you'll get some of the best views of the
I was about to
French
say, is that
Riviera.
Was this like a part of a castle or something like that? Because I mean, kind of looks like torn down, but that's kind of what the remnants of it.
Yeah. After, we're going to head to Spain to visit the Balearic Islands. The Spanish archipelago is made up of Majorca, Ibiza, Menorca, and Formentera. And when you think of a Mediterranean paradise, this is it. It's home to pristine beaches and some of the world's best cliff jumping spots. When I started solo traveling, Majorca was the first place I went to, so it'll forever have a special place in my heart. One of my favorite places in Majorca is Calavarquez. It has everything from sandy beaches to prime cliff jumping spots. The combination of white limestone, green vegetation, and crystal blue water makes for one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. When I was there, I did one of the biggest cliff jumps and I sent a gainer off a massive 60-foot arch. Majorca is also home to one of the world's windiest highways, the road to Sacolobra. It's full of hairpin turns and loops that wind down the mountain.
That's definitely Gran Turismo all day. I mean, anytime you get in a race and you're going through ones that are like all these laps, the laps are always like these windy turns and whatnot.
If you follow the road down to the bottom, you can visit Torrent de Paris. It's this awesome beach situated between these two cliffs. I mean, I just couldn't recommend Majorca enough. It's one amazing place. If you're feeling like partying it up, you'll have to visit Ibiza. Now, while Ibiza is known for its crazy nightlife and party scene, it also has some of the world's best beaches and scenery. Me and my brother had the crazy idea to go during Halloween, and while we didn't take any pills in Ibiza, we sure found some incredible cliff jump spots.
That means
he did
take pills.
One of my favorite places in Ibiza is this little island called Isla de Esvedra. It's this rugged, uninhabited island that shoots over 400 meters straight out of the ocean. There are lots of myths and legends about Esvedra, and some claim that it has magnetic powers. I'm not sure if that's true. I just know that's one of the most beautiful islands I've ever seen.
I would definitely say all the countries look the best, but if I had to pick, I had to say something, I would probably say something along the lines of Croatia, France, and Turkey. And the reason why is because I feel like it has all the different landscapes in one, whereas something like Italy, although it's awesome, I love the coast and what Italy has to offer from what I've seen, it just seems like it would be too crowded everywhere all the time, and you're just basically on a mountain and you can't really go anywhere, if that makes sense. Still beautiful, I love it so much, but I think I would have to do France, Turkey, or Croatia. I think that's what I said. But yeah, those are the ones that look best. In Croatia, that's like the medieval place too. I love the medieval time. That's my favorite time period. And seeing like the fortress, around and on the water, I really like that type of stuff. But yeah, guys, let me know which one's your favorite, or if you live in any of these Mediterranean countries, go ahead and let me know so I can be jealous. But that's all I have for this one. I'll see you in the next one, guys. See ya.